Hi, this is James.
And this is Tina.
Welcome to
Whatever Topics.
where we'll be talking about.
Anything, whatever pops into our head's gonna pop out of our mouth.
Hope you enjoy the show.
Hey, Tina.
Hello.
What's going on over there?
Not a thing.
Yeah, that's about the same way over here. What are we now, 4 feet apart?
Uh-oh. Social distance. Back up.
Oh.
Back
let
up,
me
back
get
up, back
Let
up.
me get my ruler and measure that. 'Cause we don't want to be wrong, you know. So anyway, hey everybody, welcome to episode number 7.
7 it is?
Yep, 7 it is. 7 on whatever topics. So we're getting along there pretty good. That's 7 this year.
Oh, hey.
Okay. Well, we don't really have anything to talk about today. Nothing planned anyway.
Let me put it to my mouth.
Okay.
Mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth. We're mouth to mouth, 3.5 feet apart.
Back up.
Back up. Okay, we just wanted to measure that and see if we was doing it. Well, you know, how's everybody doing on their lockdown, social distancing, and whatever goes with it?
Wonderful.
Oh boy, I tell you, last weekend was Memorial Weekend, and I didn't think about it until after we did our show.
Yep.
But I hope everybody had a good weekend.
We stayed home.
Yeah, I had to go to the grocery store though.
You did.
Yeah.
I stayed home.
It looked like Black Friday.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't go.
Everybody and their brother and their cousins was out. You know, I mean, it was traffic was a mess. And this was Sunday? Saturday. It was Saturday.
You know, and that's pretty bad. We live in a small enough town. Traffic usually isn't bad.
Yeah. But the people, still some wearing masks. Most of them aren't wearing a mask.
And I think a lot of them they're not even paying attention anymore.
No, I don't wear a mask. I made a couple, and I did wear a couple one for a while.
Well, as long as you stay at least 6 feet away from people, you'll be fine.
Yeah. And 6 feet is pretty much you reach your arm straight out, and they reach theirs straight out, and that's about 3.5 feet.
Well, it would suit me. It would suit me fine anyway, just
Yeah,
to stay that far away from people.
Yeah, that idea didn't work too good, did
No,
it?
it didn't.
What you got to do if you're 5'5" or 5'8", whatever,
5'2".
and you ask somebody how tall they are, and you lay down foot to foot.
Oh, like we're going to do
And
that
then-
in a hall or
Yeah.
in Walmart.
Yeah, and then when you take a piece of chalk in your hand and you mark the back of your head on the concrete, and then when you get up, you stand there and they stand on their mark. They're 6
okay.
feet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you go lay over there on the floor in Walmart and let me measure. You know, we'll put this little mark on your head and we'll see how far we need to stay apart.
Well, most of the places got the little blue or weight marks or something,
Or they-
X's or something on the floor.
I've seen a lot of places now have X's where it's supposed to be 6 feet apart.
And they got one-way aisles now, which is so stupid.
I don't understand the one-way aisle thing. I really don't.
How, you know, if people drive their cars the way they drive their shopping carts, we're in trouble.
Some of them do. I've noticed that. I've been in Walmart, and I'm telling you, they whip around corners without looking. You need stoplights and stop signs in Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or Target or anywhere else.
Yeah, any store.
People are crazy with their little baskets.
All these people that's selling these stickers for them to put on the floor, they're making money.
You know they
must
are.
be essential.
Yeah, there you go.
Because, you know, everybody's got them stickers now, and they look pretty, you know.
Aw.
One way, do not enter, and all that stuff. And there's a gas station that the guy made his own stickers. He took duct tape.
Put X's on the floor?
He put X's and lines on the floor and everything.
Oh, why not?
And still people don't.
They don't pay attention.
There's 10 people standing in line, every one of them 6 feet apart. Here comes this other guy, and I can feel him breathing on my neck.
Oh, get away from me, buddy.
Holy cow.
I don't like people standing that close to me.
So anyway, we're still making it pretty good. We don't, like I said, though, we don't really go nowhere. We've been geocaching a few times here lately.
Yeah, but see, the good thing about that is you go, you're alone. You don't have like 50 people standing over you or around you. You get your cash, you go home. You're in your car, you're there, you're home. No biggie.
And the social distancing on geocaching is 520 feet.
Yeah, exactly. They do have a social distance on the geocaches.
The geocaches have to be 520 feet apart.
There you go.
And I tried to put a geocache out one day, and they come back and told me that I had to redo it because I was 518 feet from the nearest cache. 2 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh boy. But I'll tell you, it's fun though. Get out, especially if you've been sitting in a house for weeks, and you want to go out and get some exercise and walk on some trails and stuff, and you get up and get ready to go, and it starts pouring down rain.
Oh, and you know the sad thing about you're talking walking and exercise. I am so out of shape now.
Oh yeah.
So out of shape.
Yeah, and so anyway, that's when you do get out there and get a chance to get out there. It's hot or it's cool, but that's the way it is up here. You know, we're in Ohio, and the weather changes every day in this time of year. Anyway,
one day it might be 75 in the afternoon. One day it might be 40.
Yeah, but you know, after this month's over with, it should level out.
Yeah, I think so.
Where it's going to be a nice time. So, well, let's see. I put a few more miles on my car since the lockdown's been lifted somewhat. The first 2 months, I was only putting like 40 miles on my car a month.
Oh wow! It tells you how much we go.
This month I got 200 and something on it already.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then still got a couple days to go. Well, one day to go. Yeah, this is the 30th. One more day to go. And yeah, and we went over to a town next over to us, a couple towns from us, Piqua, Ohio. We didn't talk about this by myself. I don't think it's been out that long, but we was talking about the geocaching, and a fellow that I know from since 2011, he's a geocacher. What was his name? Almond.
Wasabi Almond.
Wasabi, yeah.
Thank you.
Wasabi Almond is his name for geocaching. And he posted a geocache. He's got a 3-year-old boy.
Cute. Little cutie.
And he posted that he planted a geocache in his front yard for him. And it was called Gabe's Golden Egg. I said, we got to go get that. I mean, it was there 3 days and nobody went to find it yet. I said, we got to go. We're going to be in that town, so let's swing by and find it. And the first thing I seen was a little homemade birdhouse hanging in a tree. And I thought, that's got to be it. You know, I always see people making birdhouses and making geocache out of them.
And the first thing I saw was the golden egg.
I done forgot about the golden egg part, you know, when I first seen that birdhouse. But anyway, yeah, I walked up to I was looking at the birdhouse, and Tina went over there to get the cash.
Yay!
So there was one person that found it that night before, and late in the evening, somebody was first to find on it. But if he hadn't been there that night, Tina would have got a first to find.
Oh well, at least I found it. I don't care if I'm first to find or not.
I don't think you've got a first to find it, have you?
One
One?
in Piqua.
Okay, I've got maybe, 3 I don't know. I don't even know where they're listed at.
I couldn't tell you.
No. I tell you what, one I would like to go to.
Yeah, go for it.
It's in Idaho. Of course, that's what did I say? 1,800 some miles from here,
Yeah.
and it's on Glenn's Peak, out in National Forest,
Mm-hmm.
and the altitude is 5,080 feet, something like that, and 10,000, 10,080 feet. But anyway, it's only 520 feet short of being 2 miles high. Now the guy planted it out there in 2003. Never to be seen again. I mean, this guy vanished in the thin air. He's never been online for to check it or anything, unless he used his phone. But in 2004, somebody found it by chance. Somebody was hiking up there, and him and his friend, and they found it, and they signed a log, and then they went back home, and they got on the internet and looked it up and logged it. So it hasn't been found since 2004. So it's 16 years old.
And one person's found
Only
it.
one person's found it. But the guy says that it's a 2-day trip in and a 2-day trip back.
Because you gotta walk.
Oh, you gotta walk and climb up that mountain. Can you imagine climbing up for 2 days straight?
Sweet pie, you'd come home and lay in bed for 3 weeks because your legs hurt so bad.
It's only 14-hour trip, but you gotta figure you're not gonna walk that whole 14 hours. You're
No.
gonna walk 8, 6, divide it up and make 2 days out of it. But oh man,
I'm not young and I'm not in shape, so you're on your own.
I'm not on my own. I found somebody that want to go get it with me.
Oh, well, yeah. She would go get anything anywhere, I think. Gotta love Angela.
Moral Mushroom. Yeah, that girl. She's been all over the United States. I think she got all 48 states.
And full of energy. Boy.
She needs to go to Canada. Or not Canada. She needs to go to Alaska and Hawaii to get her last two.
Give her time. She'll get there.
She might. Yeah.
She will.
Her and a couple friends took off driving, and they figured out how to zigzag across the United States, the shortest way to hit every state, and they did it.
Mm.
So they got a geocache in every state, the lower, I guess you call it lower 48, and so that was interesting to see her popping up in Oregon one day and Tennessee the next day and all that. Just boom, 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 follow her right on along.
Yeah, I told you, call her. She'd go.
Yeah. So, yep, that's a big dream that I gotta put on my never do bucket list.
Never do? Okay. See, never do bucket list.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't think you could handle that almost 2 mile high peak, huh?
Don't think so. No, it's too much.
Yeah.
And
At our age.
and all the animals that they said that's out there that
No.
people have actually seen.
Cougars, bears, no.
Cougars, bears, some animals I never heard of.
Had enough of those, in Florida when we were there.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, and then mosquitoes. Yeah, so they got a lot of mosquitoes out
No,
there.
I swell up like a watermelon when I get bit. I'm real allergic to them, no thank you.
And the trees, the evergreens out there, are cedar trees. I guess they're cedar trees. When you get up so high in the mountains, they quit growing. And so about half of that mountain is bare.
But it's so purty.
It could be hot.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
in the cooler parts of the year.
I need to go that way just for my camera purposes. That is a really pretty place.
And they say if you go up one side, it's clear, but you go up the other side, it's snowy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of like Flagstaff, Arizona.
Never
You
been
go,
there.
You go up that mountain and there's snow. You're fighting through the snow to get to the top of it. But when you go down on the other side, it's like summertime.
Okay, that is really odd.
Yeah. Well, because the sun is
Well,
a
yeah.
different angle, and it doesn't get as cold on one side as it does the other.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's y'all ideas? If you guys could call in, I don't know. Yeah. We need somebody to call in, email us, post on our website or something. Some ideas to talk about. I mean, we try to come up with something, but sometimes we get busy and don't get around to it.
Busy? Or we have something else on our mind and that's all we can think about all week.
Yeah. So anyway, you can email us at whatevertopics@gmail.com. Our website is facebook.com/whatevertopics. We've got a group page, facebook.com/groups/whatevertopics. And topics is all these topics is spelled TOPIX. And if you want to be on the podcast, we've had a way to record an episode for that. You can call us at 239-285-1574, and we'll give you more information on how you can be on our podcast. I think it'd be pretty neat, and have somebody on here to have it pre-recorded and ready to go by that next weekend. So, well, what else? Let's see. I don't know.
I think I know why a lot of people don't want to be on the radio.
Okay, why?
Because they're afraid of how they'll sound.
Oh.
I mean, look how long it took me to get on the radio, and I still listen to myself and think, oh, God, I sound so bad.
Well, that's the same way with me, but I've heard myself so much that
I
it's
think
normal.
you sound good on the radio. I sound horrible.
I don't have a radio voice.
Yes, you do. I
What?
don't.
Paul thinks I do.
Oh, see, that's a lot of the problem, though, is that's what people's afraid of.
Well, there's a reason for that. Why you don't like to hear yourself after you've been on radio or been recorded. All your life, you talk away from you, away from you, and that's what your ears hear, is what going out of you in that direction. And when the sound comes back to you in your direction, your ears hear it different.
Yeah, well, I really wish that people heard what I hear instead of what comes out.
But you know what? All your life, people hear you the way you hear yourself when you hear yourself talking.
I know, and that is so sad.
That is your natural voice, not what you say when it goes out, but what you hear when it comes back. Yeah. You don't believe me? Just
Oh, I believe you.
Go out to a mountain and holler, hello,
Hello.
and it'll come back. Hi. It's going to sound different. It's just going to sound different.
Oh, they're afraid of that, or they're afraid, like we're doing live now, well, I'll get on there and I'll say something and I'll stumble and I'll sound stupid.
Yeah.
And they're afraid of that, too.
But that's normal.
You know what? I'm sure we've sounded stupid a few times ourselves, but hey, what can we say?
How many times do you stumble and sound stupid in normal life?
That's true.
Yeah.
I've done that quite a few times.
I'll be talking to the neighbor and I'll say, what do you call it? Let's see, I can't think of it right now. You can't edit that out.
We both do that.
I know.
Our brains are just, they're all scrambled lately.
So, anyway. Yeah. So anyway, there's a stumble right there.
Because you just lost track of what was supposed to be next.
I know it. I just hope this comes out. I hope this worked. This is our first live show. I mean, we are definitely... When you're hearing us right now, we are doing it right now. And it's really different. Now, if you're listening to it live right now, we are communicating with you. But if you're waiting until Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to listen to it, it's not live no more. It's archived.
Yeah.
So-
Is it live or is it Memorex?
Only a hairdresser knows for sure.
Okay, that one just...
How about I throw that in there? A little insert. A little late, but okay. Well, let's try that again. Only our hairdresser knows for sure. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to sound.
Okay.
Yeah, then you'll hear that. I'll play that for you. The one I will put in there after your jokes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the little
My jokes of the week.
jokes of the week. You're getting pretty good on them jokes of the week now.
Some of them are a little bad.
Yeah. Well, but they're it takes the curve off of things, I guess you could say.
Hey, okay, there you go.
Because we don't talk that way on the radio, but we throw one of them in there once in a while.
Yeah, gotta have something different at the end.
Right. Hey, if anybody knows what I did with my charging cord for my camcorder, let me know.
Yeah, just call him up and say, hey, I think you stuck it in the garage under the green box. It's the third shelf up.
Yeah, right. I know it's out there somewhere. I can't charge up my camcorder without it, and the plug for that is not the same as any other plug that I have.
Of course not.
Oh, man. I thought I had it, and I found out that was to my camera. But anyway, I'm wanting to go and do some recording on some geocaching. And so, anyway, let's see. That's a different story, but I'm on YouTube, and so all these not videos, all these episodes are on our YouTube channel too. I didn't know if anybody knew that or not, and I don't even know how to tell you to get to my channel. I'll put it in the notes.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll put my YouTube channel in the notes. It's not a video though; it's still just audio. Yeah, but a lot of people are on doing YouTube videos, watching them and everything. And so I do have a couple videos on there about some geocaches that I made and put out. So, it's kind of interesting, but I want to do more. I want to get out there like the big guys, and maybe have a video every week of a geocache that we went out to look for.
Uh-huh.
That'd be kind of nice.
So, you want to go out there with the big dogs?
The big dogs.
All right.
Yeah. Not with the dog, with the big dogs.
Uh-huh, not the little chihuahua types.
I don't like them mean little faces.
They are. I'm
Man,
telling you.
You gotta put 3 pairs of socks on and keep them from chewing up your ankles.
Yeah, I had an aunt that had a chihuahua. Chihuahua's name was Tinkerbell. Meanest little dog I ever ran across. You couldn't even put a toe in the door without him nipping at it. I don't like little chihuahuas.
Would you rather get bit 10 times by a chihuahua or once by a pit bull?
10 times by chihuahua. I will grant you that. I would rather. But I've seen some pit bulls too. Everybody's talking about how bad they are and, oh my God, I wouldn't have one of them. They were horrible dogs. No. It depends on the person who owns them, because I have ran across some of the biggest babies in pit bulls.
It was like that video you showed me the other day of that pit bull laying on the couch on his back. And
the baby laying on top of him.
Yeah.
And the dog
kind of had his arm over the baby where it wouldn't fall. And he was nudging it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it was his own little baby there.
It just depends on how the owner treats it.
Right.
Does the owner want it as a guard dog? Does the owner want it as a friendly dog? So it depends on how you treat them.
And clipping ears and stuff like that doesn't have anything to do with how they turn out either. No. But, if I had a dog, I think I'd have a German Shepherd.
Oh, I want either another Husky or Dalmatian. I've had both of those. And the Dalmatian I loved because Friendly as all get out. Now, the dog was dumb. I'm not kidding. I love that dog, but that dog was dumb. Sweet as pie. Friendly with everybody. And he would show his teeth to smile. And every time he smiled, people would back away from him. Why is that dog gritting his teeth at me?
Mhm.
You couldn't explain to him the dog is smiling, the tail's wagging. You know, he wants to play. You couldn't tell people that, though.
Some dogs look mean when they're happy, and some dogs look happy when they're mad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I grant you that. You're right.
It's just like people. I've seen people, I'd be kind of...
Afraid to walk up to?
Yeah, afraid to walk up to them because of their looks.
And they're the nicest people out there.
Yeah.
Example. When I was 13, I worked in this little store in Texas, and we had a racetrack probably about 2 miles down the road. And every year, when the races came, all kinds of people would come up. Well, they had this biker group. Now, the biker group was a bunch of bikers, but they were black. They were all black, and their name was the Black Widows.
Ooh, I've heard of that.
Okay, these guys were big. They had the big beards, the muscle. They just looked scary because of how big they were and how bushy their beards were. But I go to talk to a couple of them, and those were the nicest men you could ever meet.
Yeah.
I was really surprised because just the looks of them scared me.
When I drove a truck, I was out around New Jersey. And there's a group of bikers out there. I can't remember what the name of them was. This has been over 30 years ago. I pulled into a rest area, and I was going to take a nap. And I did. I pulled up in there, and I took a couple hour nap. And when I woke up, I was ready to go. And I looked out the window, and the whole parking lot was nothing but bikers.
Oh.
Mean-looking, rough-looking guys. I mean, I'm telling you. And they all blocked me in. I mean, there was no way I could back up or pull forward or anything. And the main guy, oh, wow, the main guy, he looked like, I can't think of the guy's name, Charlie Daniels.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he kind of looked like Charlie Daniels with the big beard and everything.
Oh, wow.
And he was the main guy because he had his motorcycle on the back of a pickup. He wasn't riding his bike. He was carrying it in that pickup. I'm sitting there saying, well, what do I do now? And somebody noticed that I was in the truck. And they came up to my window. I said, are you wanting to leave? I said, yeah, I'd like to.
Real cautiously?
So he hollers out to these guys. He says, this truck driver wants to leave. And I'm still thinking, what are they going to do about it?
Yeah, am I going to have to run over their bikes and keep going or what?
So the main guy, that's who it was, that main guy that came over there. So they all got on their motorcycles and they just pushed him out to the side. It's kind of like he was parting away, to making a way to get through.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, they did. And they waving at me,
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and smiling and everything. And I got down the road, I don't know, 30, 40 miles down the road, and here they come. There's I didn't think it was 4. I think that's all they was allowed to go in one pack in that state. 4 at a time. And then it's half a mile, it has to be another 4, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, you couldn't all drive at the same time in the area.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, and here it go. They're waving at me. And the next 4 comes up and they're waving at me. I waved at every one of them. They all ended up passing me.
There you go. Never judge a book by its cover.
No, never do that. But don't just take it for granted. They're all going to be nice, though.
Oh, well, yeah, there's a few of them that they're not friendly. But for the most part, a lot of them really are.
Yeah. Okay, we got about a minute left there, and we're going to go into the joke of the week. So let you take it.
Okay, joke of the week. This man's wife wouldn't let him go camping with his friends, and then this happens. 4 guys have been going on a fishing trip for many years. A few days before the group's annual departure date, Jack's wife put her foot down and tells him he isn't going. Jack's fishing buddies are very upset, but what can they do? 2 days later, the three get to the camping site to find Jack sitting there with his tent set up, firewood gathered, dinner cooking on the fire, and drinking a beer. Heck, Jack, how long you been here, and how did you talk your missus into letting you go? Well, I've been here since last night. Yesterday evening, I was sitting in my recliner when my wife came up behind me, put her hands over my eyes, and asked, "Guess who?" I pulled her hands off, and there she was, wearing a nightie. She took my hand and pulled me into the bedroom, where she'd lit candles and put rose petals all over the place. Well, he chuckles, she's been reading 50 Shades of Grey. On the bed, she had handcuffs and a rope. She told me to tie her up and cuff her to the bed, so I did. And then she said, "Do whatever you want." So, lads, here I am.
Oh, no. I'll do that one again.
I'm not going to have to do that one again.
No, that thing, I hit the button twice.
Uh-oh, shame on you.
Okay, so anyway, get a hold of us. Let us know what you'd like to hear, and we'll talk about it. And until next week.
See ya.